The Real Madrid game against Valladolid was a strange game, a game of two halves in the in the most cliche way ever to say it, because in the first half, Jesus Christ, we were struggling. I was like, we made so many passes, I was like, damn, okay. It was just passing. There was no end product. There was nothing. This game, the first half, was unbelievably dry. I was like, okay, we're moving the ball around. We're doing all this stuff. But where's the end product? Couldn't find it. The second half, completely different. You see, that's the lovely thing. Second half, we were able to, make changes. And not even like changes in the way the formation was set up and the way things were set up. So we were able to make this game like one that we could salvage again. And in the end, we ended up winning 3-0. This game, in the first half, what I noticed was Vinicius wasn't really in the game. In the second half, he grew into the game. But I would say, in the first half, he wasn't really in the game as I'd want him to. Rodrigo was mostly in the game, but even he was struggling. There were times he would make a dribble, lovely movement, and then no end product. And to be fair, Real Valladolid were sitting back and parking the absolute bus. They were dropping so deep. I was like, bloody hell. What the hell are we going to do now? Because it just had remnants of our game against Mallorca. And I was like, bruv, I can't be asked. Like, this should not be happening again. Vinicius was struggling. Vinicius, it took time for him to get into the game and for him to flow naturally, like we would want him to. But, like, all in all, I would probably say Vinicius was underwhelming today. But there were remnants, there were spells of good play where he actually played well. And he actually linked up well with the rest of everyone, with Mbappe, with the likes of Rodrigo as well, but mostly Mbappe. There was that outside corner he kept trying to find. And eventually, he did play the pass, but then Mbappe, instead of to just go for a simple finish, I tried to back heel it. I was like... But all in all, not a bad performance from Vinicius. I would just say he wasn't in the game as much as I'd want him to be. But eventually, it was okay. At the end of the game, I'd give him a 6, really. Because, like, I felt like he should have impacted the game more than he did. But it is what it is, and like we can only hope he gets better with time. To be fair, last season we were saying the same thing about Vinicius. He starts off slow, so I'll probably give him time to get his himself up to speed. But Mbappe was the one dropping deep, moving to the left, moving to the right. And today, like I watched some videos, people were like, everyone's still moving to the left. I didn't really see that as much today, to be honest with you. I felt like Mbappe was trying too much to get involved with the play. So he wasn't staying up top and making those darting runs. And to be fair, even when he did, no one was finding him. That was the one annoying thing, except Vinicius. But Vinicius was coming off of the left, trying to hit the outside corner to him. So he would just put it in. But there was no one coming in from the midfield to make that pass like a Modric would do, like Cruz would do. Like, we do miss Cruz, to be honest with you. But you see, that's the thing. There was no one doing that today. That was the unfortunate thing for Mbappe. But I think he's trying too much to get into the play and link up with everyone. I just feel like he should take his time, and eventually he'll be fine. And he'll find the goals, he'll find the link up. Remember, Rodrigo and Vinicius have been playing together for years now at Real Madrid. So Like they know what they like. They know their movements. They know the movements each of them prefer to make. So just give it time. But Mbappe, he needs to get settled in with this team, but it's going to take time. So I don't even like put too much blame on him. But that first half was absolutely atrocious from everyone. I was like, what are we doing? Rodrigo, he was in the game. He was probably in the game more than Vinicius, but in the second half, Vinicius was probably in the game more. That's what I would say. But Rodrigo wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed Rodrigo. All in all, I did think he had a pretty decent game, to be honest with you. It wasn't bad at all. There were a few darting runs he made, like the dribbles. I was like, there's one thing Rodrigo does, this shimmy, dribble everywhere. I'm just like, it just reminds me of R9. I'm not saying Rodrigo's R9 or as good as him, but if you watch R9 clips, because I wasn't old enough to watch R9 in his pump, but watching R9 clips, my God, it's just the shimmy. He doesn't do the double touch or the ball roll like Neymar does. Shimmy, and it will break your ankles. I say ankles. But yeah, the same for Rodrigo. I just see that similarity. But moving on from the front players, Ardigula was so good. He was so good. Honestly, so good. Like, I enjoyed watching that guy today. He wasn't really in the game in the first half, but then at the tail end of the first half, he was getting involved. There was this ball he played for Mbappe. I didn't even see it. I thought he was going to play out wide because that was what we were doing. We were just passing the ball side to side. I was like, bloody hell. Even he was doing it. But this ball he played for Mbappe was just, someone intercepted the ball. I was like, oh my God, that would have been a beautiful goal. But it is what it is. I actually really enjoyed him today. There's another time he had this opportunity where he cut in, hit a nutmeg, ripped the shot, and took a deflection. Oh man, I really like Ardigula. It's unfortunate Bellingham got injured, and we don't have many because Bozo moment decided to get a red card for some reason. But to be honest, Arda is such a breath of fresh air. He's so good. He's so good. Not that Bellingham's bad, but Arda, man, he's just, that guy's good. He's really good. But moving on from Ardigula, Valverde, today, workhorse. He's just a dogged midfielder. He scored the free kick that guards the first goal, that guards the allowance to move, like to open up the game instead of passing side to side and doing all of this stuff. He gave us the allowance to be able to, get into the game, and the game expanded. Now, we did concede some chances on the break. Now they were getting one chance, two chances, three chances, and I was like, okay, this is getting a bit much. But that's what happens with Real Madrid. We're not just gonna sit back. We try to, counter and push forward. But Valverde, the amount of tackles, the goal he got man of the match. The goal he got, the tackles, the defending, the running back. He didn't get involved as much as I want him to be in the attack. But in the defense, he was immeasurable today. He was amazing. He was incredible. But moving on from Valverde, I'd probably say Tchouaméni was okay. They didn't really have anything to do, to be honest with you. Like Real Valladolid were just sitting back. Like I was like, bruh. They were just sitting back. I was just tired of it. But our defenders didn't really have anything to do. There were a few times they tried to find the outball with the striker. They couldn't. Edmundson took care of him. Like, they were fine. Tchouaméni was fine, made a few passes here and there. A couple of misplaced balls, but aside, they didn't really do anything. That's what happens when you park the bus. Your defenders don't have to do that much. Edmundson, same thing. He was fine. Didn't really have that much to do. Same as Mallorca. Same thing, same, literally same. Same with Rudiger. Carvalho, same. He pushed up a lot because they were playing a deep line. They were trying to find that outball, but we couldn't. Now, one thing I noticed with Carvalho, he was pushing forward, but trying to whip the ball to who? Vinicius? Mbappe? Rodrigo? Like, there was no one to make the pass to. Who was he gonna? That's why I wouldn't have minded keeping Joselu last season. But this might sound crazy, but like, honestly, when the reports came out, like Mbappe didn't want to come to Real Madrid, like he snubbed Real Madrid for PSG a couple years ago. This is why I wanted Holland, because we need a focal point. Look at the likes of Benzema, Bale, Ronaldo. All of them are above 6 foot. All of them. I think Bale is 6 foot, but Benzema is like 6'1". Ronaldo is 6'2". All of our front players, Rodrigo is short, Vinicius is short, Mbappe is short. Where's the focal point? Where's the focal point? There's no focal point. Now, we've seen teams play without a focal point, but it's a stylized type of play, and we need to get used to that. So it's going to take time, but that's another thing that happened in the game. You just get passing it back and trying to find the ball. But yeah, I thought Frank Garcia was actually really good today. I really enjoyed him. There was this pass he made. Ada should have scored like 3 goals. I'm not even joking. Like, Frank Garcia made like several passes to him. He got it to his feet, but he couldn't finish it. It just bounced a bit. And he was so frustrated. I could see his frustration. But that kid played well. He played well. But Frank Garcia was so good. I actually enjoyed him today, defending resolute. And he looks bigger. He looks buffer. Not like last season. I think he's worked on himself. He's got stronger. I can see that from Frank Garcia. The look of him looks good. Courtois, nothing to do. Literally nothing to do. Bro was in Bob. Might as well shouldn't have been in the net. Like, literally nothing to do. But yeah, that was most of the game. The first half, terrible. We were trying to hit long balls and trying to find, I mean, to be fair, a goal did come from it. And like Mbappe's shots on target. In the first half, we had 1 shot on target, which is ridiculous. But it was Mbappe's goal, Mbappe's shot. And that was from a long ball. We were just trying to hit long balls. I was like, bruh, but it is what it is. Like, the first half was terrible. We were just passing around, no end product. Vinicius was losing the ball. Mbappe couldn't pass the ball, was losing control. I was like, what are we doing? Rodrigo wasn't really getting into the game. Ada was playing well, but realistically, it's just side to side pass, like little passes in, but there's no end product. Valverde was defending a lot. Tchouameni didn't have anything to do. He's a defensive mid. So we were just trying to hit long balls a lot. I was like, this is the same thing. One thing I noticed also in the game is the same thing that keeps happening. The first half, it's good. The second half, we just, like, it doesn't make any sense. The second half, we then start playing well, start playing expansive football, and then the game opens up. Like, when we came into the second half, so much more lively than the first half. And such a huge difference. Like, I don't know if Carlo Ancelotti is just trying to join the pieces and facilitate and be like, okay, let's try this in the first half, second half, change it up, and like, we'll be more dynamic. There was no urgency on the ball. We weren't moving the ball fast enough. I was like, that was basically the first half. The first half was bad, but thankfully in the second half we changed this. But we need to switch this up. Like, we can't be doing this. We need to get better. Now, like I said in my previous videos, it's going to take a period of a couple games, maybe the first 10 games of the season before these all start gelling together. And like, we're playing in 7 competitions. It's crazy, but people are going to get opportunities to play. So we're going to see the likes of Brahim and all that. But today was very enjoyable. I actually enjoyed it. Then we moved to the goals. I already talked about Valverde's free kick, but oh my days. Did you see that move from Eder Militao to Brahim Diaz, the long ball? Brahim Diaz just shaked off his defender, headed it down. Dink. Beautiful. I love Brahim Diaz, my boy. Last season I said it. Both feet is so good. He's so fast. He's so good at dribbling, dynamism, passing. Like, this guy has everything, man. He can play attacking mid. He can play right wing. He can play left wing. Put him anywhere. Put him anywhere. But who's he going to play over? When Jude is fit, Jude is going to play. Let's be honest here. Except we saw Rodrigo, and then he plays on the right wing. But then what about Arda? It's a good dilemma to have, but it's still a dilemma nonetheless. But it is what it is. I actually, he just added that dynamism that we needed in that game. And we scored the goal. We scored the goal. Come on now. And, Endrick came on. Modric also came on. Mbappe came off. Vinicius also did. Ceballos came on. Ceballos made a few dribbles here and there, but all in all, fairly insignificant. But yeah, the substitutions were actually really good. I feel like Modric does what he does. He added that calmness that Cruz would bring, but Cruz isn't here anymore. But Modric added that calmness that we needed. And Endrick took his goal. You know, one thing I'll say, Mbappe's movement is amazing, but like I said, he's trying to get too involved with the play. So he's dropping deep, he's moving to the left, he's moving to the right, he's doing all the stuff. Like, brother, stay in the middle and just make runs. But I know he's being told fluidity and all that. But one thing about Endrick, Modric could have played the pass to him. If you see the shape on his run, he was already making the run, he was already darting. I just noticed that. I was like, that is beautiful movement. That was a movement, kind of like Fulkrug in the Champions League final last season. I saw that movement, I was like, damn. And then the goal he got, Brahim Diaz, look at the turn again. Oh, I love Brahim Diaz. The turn from Brahim Diaz. Ran into the space, laid it off to Endrick. Endrick beat his man with his left foot and then whipped it with his right foot. Right foot. His weak foot, apparently. Did you see the power on that shot? Boom! Like that. Oh, that was beautiful. I enjoyed that so much. He just hit it and he celebrated so much. I was so happy for him. That is how you score your first goal. And that was a beautiful first goal. On his weak foot as well. You see this kid? This kid is going to do wonders, man. And people are clowning him and say Victor Roque is the same thing as him. Like, it's just not true. It's just not true. But I really enjoyed Endrick. Like, Mbappe might have competition. That's what I'm saying. Now I'm joking. But Endrick should definitely be given a chance. Like, I didn't mind one day playing Mbappe on the left wing, playing Vinicius down the middle, taking out Vinicius or taking out Mbappe and bringing in on Endrick to finish the game. And then him scoring 2 goals. Or even Endrick starting. And that's not out of the realms of possibilities. There are games where there's more than enough games for everyone to eat, everyone to play. So it's calm. It's calm. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the game. I really enjoyed it, the second half, but it was great. It was great. It was amazing. But yeah, have a lovely day. Let's do that again. I was voice cracked. Goddamn. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.